Welcome to the Mrs. Turner podcast. I'm your host, Sarah, and in today's episode, we will be discussing the weekly routine that I follow from this book, Large Family Logistics by Kim Brenneman, and how it works for my family, how I use it in practice. So, I'm going to go through what each day is, and then I'll circle back around and talk about what each day encompasses and how I use the routine. So, Monday is laundry day, Tuesday is kitchen day, Wednesday, office day, Thursday, town day, Friday, cleaning day, Saturday, garden day, Sunday is the Lord's day. And I have my planner that I use every week. I fill this out ahead of time with whatever my week's tasks are. And this goes over everything that I do in the week. So Monday, my routines that do not change or very rarely change are changing the bed sheets in the master bedroom, changing the kids' bed sheets, changing the towels, and doing 4 loads of laundry. This is my base, like my starting point. Sometimes I'm able to get more laundry loads done. Sometimes I'm not able to finish the full 4, and I do a load a day through the week to catch up. So that is my goal on laundry day. I also fold laundry, and I am not great about putting it away. I'm still working on that habit, but that is my routine on laundry day. I also have my prayer meeting for group leadership on that day, and spouses groups also fall on Mondays. So all of that happens on laundry day. And then kitchen day. On Tuesday, I feed my starter. I mill grain first to feed the starter. That's my sourdough. But you could add in kombucha, you could do yogurt, kefir, whatever you're doing on a regular basis. Those are things that you're going to do on kitchen day. So I make bread, I shred cheese, I make cheese cubes, and I make hummus. Anything that I'm going to use throughout the week, I try to get done on kitchen day. Next is Wednesday, and Wednesday is office day. On office day, I write out the weekly meal plan. I write out my weekly plan. That's this. So this is always done a week in advance. So tomorrow will be Wednesday, and tomorrow I will fill out for the 8th through the 14th of December. So that's all ready, and I can just jot down notes as things come up that I will be doing throughout the week. On Wednesday, after I have written out my weekly plan, I will go through our banking app, our online banking, and I use EveryDollar. It's a budgeting app from Ramsey Solutions. And I will input all of our transactions. We have tried the method of like paying them to do it for me, and I really don't like that. I like the micromanaging with money. So I go through and input all of our transactions. I pay our bills for the next week. So I keep our bills on a monthly calendar. I look through and see which ones are due from the Wednesday that I am working on, and then I pay through the next Wednesday. So technically, I guess Thursday through Wednesday, I'm paying bills or making sure the money is transferred for them to auto pay. Some of them I like to do manually, just however it works for your family. You would pay your bills. And then I also will meal plan, and I will take my notebook or notepad, and I have done the same thing for almost a year now. So I have a big stack of meal plans where I write down Thursday through Wednesday, write in what meals we're going to have, breakfast and snack and lunch suggestions, write in what meats I need, and then what breads I need to make. So that's been my routine since the beginning of the year, and I really enjoy it. I like being able to have a starting point for meals. Sometimes I will forget to thaw meat, which I'm working on a routine to figure out how to stop doing that. But I meal plan, and then after I have meal planned, I will make a grocery order, and we just use Walmart, our Walmart app, to make a grocery order. I also will start pizza. Wednesday is always pizza day. It is an easy food for me to make. I just throw the dough in the bread machine at the beginning of the day, and then not at the beginning of the day. I throw it in by 1:30 in the afternoon. And starting pizza at that time guarantees it to be done before we need to leave for our midweek service at church. So I really like office day. It's probably my favorite day of the week. And then Thursday is town day. And on town day, we will go to the gym. We get a coffee and ice water for the kids. We buy our groceries or go to pick up groceries, and we get gas. If I have any additional town activities like buying chicken feed, or if I need to run by a farm store or something, that would also happen on town day. For our where we live, our trash is taken on Friday mornings very, very early. So I always make sure also on Thursday that I take care of getting our diaper trash changed out, our kitchen and bathroom trash cans, make sure everything's empty, and then make sure the trash gets to the road, whether I do it or my husband does it, just as long as it gets out to the road before trash day on Friday. And then Friday is cleaning day, where I do a whole house tidy and a whole house clean. And I love the Clean With Me podcast from Ronnie Starnes. I listen to it on Spotify, and then I also subscribe to her on Patreon so I can get the bonus episodes. And I really thoroughly enjoy her cleaning routines. So I follow her for my cleaning routines, and I will just re-listen to old episodes if there's nothing new, or if what's new does not apply to the kind of cleaning that I intend to do that day. And then Saturday is garden day. On garden day, I make sure the chickens are tended. When it's summertime, or springtime rather, I will be working outside on my actual garden. We haven't put one in at the new house yet, but when we have one in, my garden chores will be done on Saturdays. And then I have just added cleaning the car out, and that has been a really cool shift, adding that in on Saturdays. We have had a lot tidier time in the car with making sure I'm cleaning out once a week. And then Sunday is the Lord's Day, and Sunday I make food because we have a potluck at church every Sunday. So I make food, and then we go to church, and I just do normal church activities. We have choir practice, we have evening service, and I don't put a huge emphasis on anything in the home on that day. I let the home rest, and I enjoy ministering and being ministered to by other believers. So that's the routine that I've been following since January, and I haven't read through the book. I literally skipped through to find that routine, and that's what I've been doing. And my house has stayed really well in order since I began this routine. And then in another one of my videos, I'll be sharing about how I keep the house tidy with toddlers. We're almost out of the toddler stage, which is absolutely wild. My youngest is going to be 3 in January, so we're moving into just little kid stage. So that's what we've been doing. I really love the routine. I love how everything one day just leads into the next. It works really well for our family. I love the structure. And there was this book that I read, um, Atomic Habits, and it was talking about a rule called never miss twice. And I feel like that rule with this routine really works well together, because if there is a day where I miss changing bed sheets, we're never going longer than 2 weeks with the same bed sheets. If I'm not able to feed my sourdough starter on today, which is Tuesday, then I'll be feeding it the next week. I'm not going to miss 2 weeks in a row. The only day that this could be, well, I guess 2 days, the garden day, if I don't take care of the chickens for 2 weeks, there's going to be an issue. And then office day, if I don't pay bills in advance, that could be an issue. So it is flexible to a point, and I'm able to do multiple days work in one day. If we travel, if we have a sick day, I can play catch up and still keep our routine running. So I love this routine. I hope you will have a go at it, see if it works for you. I do regularly share this on my Instagram. It's at Mrs. Turner Pod on Instagram. I have it linked in the description of this video, so you can see what I do on every day of the week if you want to over there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you liked it, a dislike if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to continue seeing my videos, and if you found this helpful, please share it with a friend.